So as you all know, the banana laugh taff is a widely hated candy among most Halloween goers, and I can, I get it, sure. Banana flavored candies, they don't really make them that well, but how can you hate banana Laffy Taffy? I just don't get it. How can you hate taffy in general? If you hate taffy, I have to say, you baffle me. I can never get it. So you know what? I'm gonna show you how to eat the banana laugh taff the proper way. Look, in all fairness, the best way to eat the banana laugh taff is simple. You get them in bulk, because what you can start doing is, you know the saying, the good old saying, if you give a man a brick, he will eat the cement? Neither do I.
I remember that.
It seems I can't get the banana laugh taff open, but no worries, no worries. We use our good old friend razor blade, and we go right through that, and then next thing you know, you've got it open. See what I tell you? Get it right open. Now with the banana laugh taff, one of my favorite things about it is that it's when you get it right, so you put it down here, and then you do my favorite portion. You get another one. You see, my friends, we take our secondary banana laugh taff, and then we put it right with the first. And now you're probably thinking, what are we creating? We are creating...
Hey, why did the candle get a round of applause? It was sensational.
He makes a point. Let me look at this next joke. This one's gonna be very good. What type of fly loves bread? A butterfly. You are gonna eat the last taffy, and you're gonna like it. I can make noises too. My fence. I didn't know he was here. He came to my vent.
The
I
salami
don't know who.
don't fit.
I don't know who he is.
The salami.
Anyway, you take your two previous Laffy Taffy and then you take them apart as if nothing happened. But then you do something different. You actually split them in half each, okay? And what you do with those is you split them, and then you do something pretty incredible with them. You roll them into logs.
Right round, baby, right round.
There's a type of mental disease called autism.
Fidget spinner.
And the way it works is you get it, and then you die, and then after that, well, my patient has appeared to have received the final dose of...
I can't take it.
He has to go. He's being picked up by the government for...
tax evasion.
He had to leave, but that's okay. We can still continue the banana laugh taff without him. You take your 4 logs, and then you put them up, and then you make them into little upside-down V's. And then you take those V's, and then you press them together in the middle. What do you get? You get equivalent to a tripod, but a bit different. This is a quad pod. Now, you're probably thinking, what on earth are you going to make with this? Well, this is going to create an actual banana Laffy Taffy. What most people don't know is the original banana Laffy Taffy created by Bernard Laugh Bland Clan Shong Klingbong. He doesn't exactly know how to make his own recipe anymore, but don't worry. He told me a while back. It's quite simple, in fact. All you do is... Anyway, you take your other piece of Laffy Taffy, and what you do is you unwrap it, and then this one you make into an even bigger log, which you then put right up here. Now, you're probably thinking, well, this looks like a rocket. It's not a rocket. Don't dare say it is. It's not. And if you do say it is, we're going to have issues. All I'm trying to tell you is that this is not a rocket. Would a rocket be falling over like this is? No, it wouldn't. Anyway, we're going to make this extremely tall because we have to honor Bernard in his strength for laugh taff, as we know. And the strength is what he referred to as the ultimate taffy puller. And he created the ultimate taffy puller back in 1728-9, which was the year when Jesus was first resurrected for the 9th time. And you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Jesus? You mean from that book? No, no, no. We're talking about candy Jesus here. The one in the Bible, here's the thing. There's a misconception, right? We all know that Adler v. Blueberry, he made the donut, right? Well, Bernard, he invented something different. He was God, like Adler, but he had one major difference. He knew exactly how to make taffy. And you'll hear some people saying that taffy is like glue. It's extremely sticky. Well, that's exactly what happened. When Adler created the donut, there was one detail that's always left out in the history books. It's that it was actually Bernard who held it together with his taffy glue. And we get to enjoy it today as the classic Laffy Taffy brands. All the other taffies, they're imitation taffies. They don't do it as good as the Laffy Taffy brand because, well, this is the one Bernard still runs to this day. And you're thinking, Bernard's still a real person? Well, we'll get to that in approximately 9 years when Bernard ends up coming back from the dead, because then he takes his banana whip and then so then you take the rest of your taffy and then you want to make sure that you get it all nice and good. See, what the candy pullers of yore never told you was that they actually have to knead their taffy, or else if they don't, they have like so many different things that can go wrong. If they don't knead their taffy, I can't even tell you, the glue of the universe, it would actually become so thin that everything would split apart. You, me, the dog across the street that won't shut up, so you had to put it down. Everything will start disassembling itself by atom, by molecule, by quark, by lepton, by boson, by every elementary particle will be completely disassembled if the taffy glue of this world disappears. Now say you don't have the kneading skill of a deity. Now, I may not have, the descendant, I'm not a descendant of Adler or Bernard, but, the good thing is that I have something that nobody else on this planet has, stupidity to the highest degree. So, luckily, I do have the capability to knead, but say you don't, right? You take another Laffy Taffy, and then you use that as a base, and you take one material that was created by a man so famous to this day and age that if you, everybody would recognize his name. The man who discovered gravity itself. That's right, Simon Cowell. When Simon Cowell first invented the idea of creating gravity back in the 1700s, he thought to himself that he wanted to be more grounded. He wanted to have a better support for himself. So he made everything stick to the ground. And ever since then, people have been able to do whatever they really want on the ground. So Simon Cowell, to stick to the ground in case gravity ever stopped working, he created starbursts. And as you know, if you chew a starburst in your mouth, it gets really, really soft, but it also becomes very malleable and sticky if you take it out of your mouth. So what you do is you take 2 of the same colored starbursts and then you stick them onto your banana Laffy Taffy base, which creates a sandwich of sorts, which normally you're gonna have to have a very strong will to wield this, as just like with the Infinity Stones, hey, you can only wield them for so long before you just combust and die. This thing is essentially like holding a nuclear device because it has so much power combined from the Bernard Taffy and the Simon Cowell Laffy starburst. My God, I can't even fathom. But what you do is you take an egg roll from hell and then you proceed to roll it around. And once you do this, the clock is ticking. You have to start moving this and rolling it around your hands as quick as possible. Refer back to the videos I've made with clay. You have to take this and you have to roll it into a ball. And then once you finally get that, you have to quickly add it to the rest of your mound. Luckily, the transfusion was successful, and now we have a starburst-infused Laffy Taffy ball. Now, this amount of Laffy Taffy, here's the thing. Laffy Taffy is everywhere. It's spread so far throughout the universe, but to be completely honest with you, it's all spread so thinly, atom to atom, that it's more like an atom compared to an atom compared to an atom 1,000 times over. That's how strong this adhesive is. The problem, though, is that the amount of actual Laffy Taffy in the universe is, the entire observable universe, along with everything past it, is only about the size of the moon. You think the moon is big, but that's spread about the entire universe. This chunk alone is worth $18 septillion. You cannot get any better than what you have here. It's so hard to collect Laffy Taffy on their own. Do you have any idea how much this would be? With the Simon Cowell Starburst added, this is priceless. After the septillions worth of Laffy Taffy, it is completely beyond any other thing any human has ever made. So, with all that aside, taste test. Still tastes like garbage.